demonetized. Anyway, elbow, ta-da. Yo, welcome back to the channel. Ed Talks About. I'm Ed. Today, I'm going to be talking about getting demonetized and CANCARD. Now, let me just talk about the demonetizing bit straight away. Let me just get that out of the way. So you might have seen my short. By the way, this is awesome, this thing. You might have seen my short about getting demonetized and I couldn't talk to anyone. They literally locked off all my comments. I don't know what was going on. So I spent a whole morning sorting that out. Yeah, so I spent the whole morning sorting that out last week. Whilst I was on a little break away with the family, we went to stay at a little caravan site. Really cheap, happy, cheerful, you know, it's just one of them ones. I'll stick a little video in at the end, right? And to show you what the place was about, and that, you know, like one of them Haven things, but not Haven. It was like, it was hilarious, believe me. Some of the people you got there, like, it was just, I like sitting there and people watching, so I just sat back and just watched everything going on. Like, I'll tell you, at one point half the estate was there, but anyway, that's another story. So yeah, so I got demonetized. I got an email saying your channel no longer monetized, you can't earn money. And you know what, for some reason, after throwing my dummy out of the pram and then realizing, actually, what was I getting caught up on? I wasn't going to earn no money off YouTube anyway, like, you know. The only way I'm ever going to earn money is by sponsors and things like that, you know, like, and reviews and shit like that. There's no way I'm earning any money off of YouTube through adverts. So once I realised that, I thought to myself, bruv, yeah, so once like I got over it all and everything, yeah, and then thought, oh, fuck it, what difference does it make anyway? Like, it was annoying, yeah, because the simple fact is that I'm a legal patient. All right, sometimes I show some CBD and other things that's not prescribed to me. My life documentary, if you like. So I just thought it was a little bit pony like that. But then I thought to myself, I was never going to earn anything. So, yeah. I had to get some more of that pancakes. You remember the pancakes on that short the other day? I had to get some more of it, man. I had to get some more. Great CBD weed. Great CBD weed. Let me just start this up. God, it's cold. Can you see my breath? Look. I wonder if YouTube age restrict that. But anyway. So yeah, where was I? A little bit peeved. Got over it. Realised I weren't going to earn any money anyway. So I don't know why. It was sort of like, maybe, do you know what? It might help me back a little bit. I don't know. So we'll see. Like, you know, now I'm back to off holiday and everything and getting back to it again. You might see some different style of videos, you know, like I really do not give a shit. Because at the end of the day, if my video don't get out there and get pushed to other people, what matters is my subscribers that I've got now. And I've got a really good base. Like you guys really, like, on my age restricted videos, I'm still getting the same amount of views as I would on a non-age restricted video, you know, like, and I'll see some YouTubers out there with like over 20 odd thousand and they're getting a similar amount of views as me. So I'm like, thank you very much. Seriously, you guys are seriously, you're solid, man. You're solid, you're loyal. That's the one, that's the word I'm looking for. You're loyal, and I respect that. Thank you very much. And like I say, at the end of every video, I love you, and I hope you have a blessed day, like every time, because if it weren't for you watching my video, what's the point of me doing this? So I appreciate every one of you, man. Seriously. So let's get on to the subject. Right, that's done. Demonetized. Anyway, elbow, ta-da. Let's get on to the one that you really want to hear about, don't you? You know, like, so, CANCARD. Is it a scam card? Well, my view is on this, right, there was a place for CANCARD. Now, hear me out. You might think, what are you talking about? Listen, no, like, in my view, there was a place for it. Now, a lot of you may know, cannabis was legalised in 2018, November the 1st, 2018. A couple of days from now, it'd be like a, what, 6-year anniversary. What, well, it's gone quick, isn't it? But my view is, back then, maybe like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, like 3 to 4 years ago, the medication was very expensive. The prescription was expensive itself to get the weed over here because there wasn't a lot in this country. So importing it cost more, and then you had all the clinic prices, which were extortionately high, you know, like, so no one could afford it. Now, that was like 3 years ago, like, you know, like when I started my journey on medical cannabis through a clinic, that was, no one could afford it. But when I started getting mine, I was like, actually, it's quite expensive still back then, 3 years ago, but it wasn't extortionate. I mean, we're talking £500 a Z and that back in the day, you know, like, it's a lot of money. So that's where I thought CANCARD was, there was a place for it back then. But now, I'm not too sure. The simple fact is, where's my pot? Let's just pick up random pot. Right. BC Green, yeah? By the way, I put a humidity pack into this and it started tasting not great, but it was better than what the review was. But anyway, we go back. So, BC, let's pick up any pot, like my prescription. It's got my name on it. It's got my the date it was prescribed. It's got all my details on this pot. Like, but so if you had a cocodamol packet, yeah, with your tablets in, it would say your name and the dispensary, the pharmacy that dispensed it and all that, yeah? Same thing, it's exactly the same thing, right? Exactly the same. So when it comes to getting pulled up by the old bill, now CANCARD have spread so much of this information that their card is legit. Yeah, so even the old bill, the police, sorry, some of you might not, even the police, yeah, ask for a CANCARD when it is not legal at all to have a CANCARD. But it was an excuse back then because it was so expensive, my view. This is my view, remember. Back when it was really expensive, it was a good excuse to have a CANCARD. Look, I can't afford these rates, it's too much money, blah, blah, blah. So I've got my card, I'm getting my own, and possibly growing my own, whatever, yeah? Then, but now, it's not expensive. You've got some out there, some herbs out there, they're like £4.50 a G for 10 grand, like 10, well, 45 for the 10. But you know, like, it's not expensive. Like my company, for instance, I have 3 consultations a year, 4 consultations a year, and that then keeps me legal. And in my eyes, them consultation fees, and they're not that expensive. One's 75, the other 3 are 29. Yeah, 29 quid. So work that out, all right, 30, 60, 90, 165 quid. That costs me a year to keep myself legal and out of trouble and be able to medicate with my cannabis without getting arrested or getting in any trouble. And remember, I've got kids, I've got a disabled wife, I have to look after her, care after her. I don't want any grief. So I'm willing to pay that. But when it was extortionate prices a few years ago, no, I weren't willing to pay that because I had to eat, I had to feed myself and my kids and that, you know, like it wasn't feasible for me to get it. It just really wasn't. Like my money weren't stretching like that. So at least at this stage, and I know it's still expensive. It's always, everyone's going to say it needs to be cheap. I understand that. I do understand everyone should be able to do what they want to do anyway. All right, when it comes to, you should be able to grow your own, you should be able to consume whatever you for your body that makes you feel better for your pain. You should be able to do that. I understand. But the law at the moment, CANCARD are just creating more, it's just more ag. You go to a club, they're asking for a CANCARD. When you're showing them the prescription with your name on it, they're still asking you, have you got a CANCARD with that? No, I ain't, mate, because this is legal and the CANCARD ain't. You go to court, a CANCARD has got no legal stand, it won't stand up in court, it's not legal. Yeah? You go to court with this and your clinic, the one that prescribed you, you're going to court with them, you are legal. Do you see? And what is making it ag for all the legal prescription holders, yeah? That you have your prescription, you get pulled over by the old bill, for instance. Now they're going to you, have you got a CANCARD? And you're now got to explain to them, no, a CANCARD is not legal. My prescription pot and my prescription that I'm showing you is legal. You've got to go through all this rigmarole just to prove that you've got a real prescription in a pot that actually proves that you've got a prescription in a pot. It's really stupid. They need to just disband this card. And there's another one, isn't it? Relief, I think. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it's called Relief. And they can do one and all, mate. All these poxy cards can just do one, bruv. They're really just, it's greying up the area too much. You have prescribed cannabis and you have non-prescribed cannabis. Don't get me wrong. I've always, you know me, I was a recreational user before I was a prescription user. And well, I used to use it recreationally, hurt my back, and then realised it was helping my back, went over to the medical. You know, it weren't no biggie for me. But when it was back then in 2018, I weren't paying that. And all these cards that are coming out saying, yeah, I've got a prescription for this, that and the other. I had to get it checked out with a doctor. It's not legal, man. It's not. You might as well just go to your clinic, get yourself a prescription, then you're legal. Do you know, and you ain't got to cost you hundreds of pounds a month. For instance, last month, I only got 20 grams last month because that's all I could afford. It's not it's the same thing. If you can afford black market weed, you can afford medical weed now. And okay, I understand that it's not always better quality on the medical side, but then it's not always better quality on the recreational side. You could there'd be no one about, you have to go and get some shitty fucking Star Dog, and it tastes like perfume or something, it's been sprayed with some madness. You don't know what's in it, it's just probably damaging you, at least the medical side, you sort of, after you've been there for a while and you're on the forums, you sort of see what the good ones are. And yes, you do pay between £8 to some expensive ones, but £8 to £10 is usually arranged for a decent bud. There's someone that's going to actually take your pains away. That's what you're usually paying. So if you're buying street weed and then you think it's too expensive, it's actually not that much. It's seriously, it's on par nearly. It's virtually on par. Some of it's cheaper. Some of it's more expensive, I know, but then you go into some of the bougie stuff, the Cali packs that are £90 for a 3.5. I mean, come on, man, it's my birthday next week, and I was just thinking about, should I get one to review on the channel and give you my honest opinion on what a real Cali pack is like? I don't know. If you think, put it in the comments. If you've seen this far to the video, put in the comments, do you want to see me get a real Cali pack, like a Tanko or some Zushi, yellow Zushi, blue Zushi, whatever Zushi, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of links out there, so I can probably get it. So just in the comments, if you want to see me get a real Cali pack, and just, because I don't really smoke it that much. I do get some of it, like the pancakes that I got. So let me know. And also, if anyone, I can't find one. If you go on Twitter, Facebook, all that, I can't find one good comment about CANCARD. And if you find one, please tag me in it on Twitter, Facebook, whatever. Just tag me in it, post it up on one of the pages so everyone can see. I can't find any good comments about it. And it seems to be every time something happens, they just go quiet. Even on their Twitter page, it's quite dead, there's not really much going on. Well, I don't know, man. It just seems to me that they're earning a lot of money for something that isn't legal. It's just a card that says, yeah, I can, Good CBD. Speaking of CBD, more CBD videos coming. There's some flour that a company sent to me. Do you remember Fortune Flavors? They had some really, really nice looking nugs. You go back and have a look, but they look good. So they want me to review some more. So hopefully they're going to be sending me some of that through and review some of that and see what happens. CBD, it ain't a bad thing. It's not the worst thing in the world. To be honest with you, I don't drink alcohol, but I drink non-alcoholic beer. Not when I was an old day. I'd have the Corona, I think it was. I was drinking the Corona with a lime in the top and that. Tastes alright, bruv. I don't see. So CBD weed is for me. I look at it like non-alcoholic beer. It gives you you subliminally think something's happening, but Not really, but with the CBD, it's like, you know, it's a little bit calming. You're just not getting high. You know, I find it all right. You know, like middle of the day when my back's not hurting, I just feel like I want to smoke something. You know, like I don't need to smoke some THC to make it feel better or anything. You know, I could just have a bit of CBD. You know, like it's just nice, calming, relaxing. It is a good muscle relaxant. You know, like it is. But so yeah, man. Let me know what you think. Put your thoughts in the comments. Listen, I don't care. Just don't be rude to me. Like, that's all I care. Just write what you want in the comments. Just don't be rude to me, because I'll just delete your comment. I don't give a shit. Like, hide you from the channel. I don't care. And if no one said it to you today, people, I'm going to say it to you. I'm off, and I love you. That didn't make sense, did it? Yeah, so I'm going to be off, people, and let me know what you think. Once again, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Share the video. If no one said it to you today, I'm going to say it to you, all right? I love you. And I hope you have a blessed day. Peace out.